Hello everyone, hope you had a great day because I'm about to subtract it. Or I should introduce this topic for today's video subtraction. We learn tricks regarding addition. The better your additions are, better you will be able to implement the process explained for subtractions. So, if you haven't watched our addition video, do click here. There will be a card which will help you get there. Make sure you have actually worked upon your additions for a while, because going from traditional way to superior it takes time and some practice will actually help you. My recommendation, at least practice addition trick for at least 3 days with the 10x10 model. All right, we have to move forward. Subtraction is something which will be a good addition to our skill set for cat. Again, reiterating the point that 50% of our time for DI as well as quant goes into calculations. Subtracting that will be really good. Let's just say if we think about the traditional method of subtracting, we go with one manner. If I have to subtract 38 from 72, it will go something like this. I'll be writing it as 12, then it will be 6, 2, and then 6. That will give me 4 and 3. Problem is, the problem is, I have to write it. This luxury is not available to us for the competitive exams, hence, we need to move forward to the more superior method. The superior method being, again, the number line. The difference between any two numbers is equal to the distance between the numbers on number line. What do I mean by this complicated sentence? Is nothing but when we are subtracting a number and we want to do this in our head, we are gonna do a particular method. That method will be where we will start from the number that we want to subtract and try and reach to the number that we are trying to subtracting. So we are at 38, we'll try to reach to 72 in the shortest way possible with the trick that we learned in additions. When we are subtracting two-digit numbers, the first rule is look at the units place. Here, the units place is 2. So, the number that we are trying to subtract, which is 38, add something in it which gets closest to the number which has units place as 2. So, in this case, what we can add is 4. If I add 4, I reach to 42. Now, I have the same units place 2 and 2. From here it's very easy for me to understand and as well as estimate that what can I add to reach 72. That will be plus 30. So if I have to understand or get the answer accurately, that will be 30 plus 4, that will be 34, right? Same can be seen and can be practiced. So here on, when you're watching the video, don't have a pen and paper. This is the first illustration, which are big numbers. I know you are scared, but try this. Whatever you'll be thinking, I'll be writing down. So we have to start from 39 and we want to reach 95. Here we know the units place is 5. So we'll try and add the smallest thing that we can add to reach to a number which is nearest to the units digit 5. So 39 plus 6 will get me to 45. Here again it is easy for me to ascertain. If I add 50, the answer will be 95. And here the answer will be 56. Easy? You did it in your head. I just replicated your thoughts on the board. We'll go with another illustration. 177 minus 83. Again, starting from 83, I have to reach 177. There has to be some number that I add to reach to the units place. So I can add 4. That will take me to 87. Now the units placed are matched and I want to ascertain what will I add to get 177. That will be 90. So answer for the subtraction of 177 minus 83 will be 90 plus 4, that will be 94. But yet again we are at some other problem. What is this problem? There are some things that you can teach, there are some things you can't. I can teach you the trick, but implementation is something that you have to do on your own. Here, you could have made the above sum easier in your head. Instead of adding a 4, if you would have added a 17 plus 17. Instead of adding a 4, if you would have added a 17, that would have got you 100. Now, reaching 177 is much easier. Here we have 77. And when we have to add 77 plus 17, we have the trick for addition that will give us the answer 94. Right? So, here, don't follow the tricks blindly. There are some things you can implement really smartly. We'll look at this further on. When we are subtracting bigger numbers now, aren't you scared? If you are, you can make this dull face. If you are not, you can try and attempt this. But wait, there is another rule. 738 minus 211, this is a bigger number. And when there are 3-digit numbers, what we try to do is we try to match the last 2 digits. So here, when we are starting from 211 and we want to reach 738, we'll look at a number that we can add to 211. It will get closer to the point of ones and tens place. So 211 plus 27 will get us 238. Now we know plus 500 will give us to 738. We can add 500 plus 27, that is 527. Easy enough. We can move forward. There could have been an alternate way. 211 and 738. We could have added a number much more easily. You cannot directly ascertain at times that you have to add 27 to reach to 238, which will match the units digit or tens place for the number that we want to reach. So what we can do is we can add 7. Try and match the units place first. That will get us to a point which will be 218. Then again add 20, which will get us to the tens place. That will be 238. And then we know plus 500. So 500 plus 20 plus 7, that will give us to 527. Again, I can teach you the tricks. The implementation is your choice. How smartly you can do that. 813 minus 478. Do not use the pen and paper. Try and solve it in your mind. I'll write your thoughts over here. We are starting at 478. We have to reach 813. What is the number that we can add to 478 to match the units as well as the tens place? 478 plus 35 will get us to 530, right? We are matching 13, the tens and the units place, and now it's an easier number through which we can reach to 813. So we can just add 300. 300 plus 35, that will be 335. That will be answer to 813 minus 478, 335. But can there be alternate versions for this? Yes. We can go 478 plus 22 to reach 500. Good round number. And then we can add 13 again, letting us reach to 513. And now with the easier part plus 300, the answer is 813. Now we have to add the numbers that we used to reach till 813. So 300 plus 13 plus 22. Again, the answer will be 335. Choose the way that is easier for you. The trick remains the same. Always use a number line. We are trying to go from the smaller number, which is 478, to the bigger number, 813. The other alternate way is, again, we are trying to match the units place first. So what will be added to 8 to make it 3? That will be plus 5. That will take us to 483. Now we have to add something which will match the units place. For that, we'll have to add 30. That will get us to a point of 513. Again, now we are trying to match the hundreds place. So adding 3 directly, or 300, gets us to 813. Adding those again, and we have the answer 335. So you know the addition trick, you know the subtraction trick. We'll be coming up with more. If you like the content, please make sure that you leave a like. I'm bad at drawing, good at maths, and please make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. This was good addition. Oh, I mean subtraction.